Hello everyone and welcome back to our Pipedrive series. Today we're going to be talking about products. So I'll join you right after the intro and we're going to see this together. Okay, today all about products. So how we can create products, how we can add products to our deals. Okay, if you are in your deals page, you're going to find the products menu button right here on the left tab, and then we go straight there. In this view, okay, in the products page, we're gonna find a list of our products, okay, also by a filter in here, either by the owner or a particular filter that you can create. And if you are by the owner, everyone, and you'll be able to see the products that we have in here. Of course, in here, depending on the use that you have in Pipedrive, you can have visibility views as well. But generally speaking, that's where you're gonna see all your products in Pipedrive. You can select by alphabetical order, okay, like that. Or we can also select by the initials of the products. Creating a new product in Pipedrive is very easy. Okay, we're gonna plus a new product, and then we would enter the name, if there is a category, the unit price, and so on. Okay, what we're gonna see a little bit before creating a new product is we can have products by service or by a particular product that you want to sell it. And as we can see in here, I have my unit prices. I have two prices, and then I have this plus one. It's because when I created a product, I already attached two sort of currencies to my product. Let's say that I work in an international market and I have audits that I do for clients in Europe, in the US, and maybe we are kind of growing the company and now I need to have a different currency for another country. So having your unit prices already with the currencies, when you select a particular product, you can then select the currency that you want to use for the deals. We're also gonna open here company tools and integrations in a different tab. And the reason why is because I want to show you, before going and creating products and variations, if you are on your tools and integrations, okay, you have this products section, okay, and here is where you can also enable or disable products and the price variation, okay, because we're going to be creating a product and be able to see price variations. If you don't have this enabled, you won't be able to see this in your products. Also product duration, okay, this, let's say that you have a product that you want to put on sale, and then it's going to take like duration of a month, 2 months. You can set the duration for that product, and then the product would kind of disappear from there. So back here in our products, okay, let's say that I have a third tier of my subscription. Okay, I could just in here add the product, and then it would be subscription, and then let's say tier 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I could then enter categories. Is this product subscription a service, or I wanted to add a new one? So let's say I could add a different category. So subscription. So now I have a category that's also called subscription. Eventually I can have a big list in here, and I could select by filter or only by those categories. The unit price, okay, how much it costs, that service, that, you know, let's say that this is 1,900. So unit, here we use 0, and then the unit price. And then is that in euros, is that in a different currency? I wanted to say that it's 1,900 for the euro currency. Okay, is that in text? For the moment I don't want to, and that's the visible tool that I mentioned before. If you have any visibility settings in your account, that's where you also be able to see this. but we save this for the moment. Now we have this subscription tier 3 in here, and let's just update the page. And there we have it. Okay, so we can see the difference in between that product from tier 3 and tier 2 is that in there I already have this +1, okay, and in here I don't. And the reason why is because if I go in my subscription tier 2, okay, that's where I see the description of my product. In here I can see that I have a unit price already per euro and the US currency. Okay, it's because I added the second one right there. So going back into my product, if I wanted to do the same for my tier 3, I should just click the product, and then in here I would add a new price. So now I'll choose the currency, so US dollars, and then the unit price for this will be, let's say, 2,100. I'm not doing any conversion directly, it's just as an example. Okay, so we have now for euro, and we also have for US currency. Okay, so that's the two currencies that I decided to work with, and if I'm creating a deal, I can then pick from whatever currency that I wanted to use. Another thing is the deal variation, okay, because I enabled in here, okay, in products, tools, and then price variation, we can see right there that I have the variation tab that I could then add different sort of, you know, let's say I have my subscription tier 3, I could create here annually plan, annually, so there will be one type of subscription. I'll save, and then I'll, let's say the price in here for annual is 10,000, and then I'll save, and I could then add the second one that would be maybe monthly, and then price in here will be my 5k as an example. So I would have two variations for my subscription tier 3. Okay, that's how you kind of add a price variation. Let's say that you have a product and then you wanted to have one with the discount, or if you sell it X amount of products over 100, then you could use the second variation as an example. Okay, I'm just gonna delete this for the moment, but that's where you would add your price variations. You could also import a file. Okay, let's say that you have a table where it describes the product with some conditions, so you could have this already in here on your product list. Then again, category, you know, it's in there. So tier 3, it is which category. I mean, we did before subscription. Okay, enter. So I'll save it, and now I have the subscription attached to my product. Okay, so here back on the products list, we can see there now subscription. Okay, and then I could then say that audit is a type of a service. I'll save it, and then again I could have all of them change it directly in here. I could add a product code if I wanted to, a description, and then in here on this little gearbox is where I could also add extra columns to this list view. Okay, let's say that I wanted to see the unit and maybe who is the owner. If different persons are able to create product in here, we could also adjust this extra column right there. So now I have the unit, and in here, of course, I said 0 because I wanted to be able to add this in my deals every time that I add a product to the deal. Another advantage to work from here is, let's say I'm on the phone with the client, and the client says like, yeah, okay, I'm happy to to have the blue audit, and I just wanted to sign up for the subscription 1, so I could just come here, blue audit, subscription 1, and then I can straight away attach those two products to a deal. Okay, I don't have to go back to my deal and then add them. I can add them straight from there. I could just have to search for the deal. Let's say I kind of know it's campus. So that's the one. So Zach, campus deal deal. Okay, I want to add the blue audit subscription tier 1. I already had some products in this deal, so of course it's going to appear already to me in here. But I could also then just remove them, remove. If I added one by mistake, and here I could say, let's say subscriptions, I need 3, and Pipedrive will calculate that directly in here. There are two ways to see that. There is one with tax inclusive, okay, which Pipedrive will count the tax already on the unit price, or with no taxes. Unfortunately, we cannot have this separate. Let's say I have the total amount in here, and then I wanted to add my GST, like for example in Australia, or my tax or my TVA in France, like 10%. You know, have that extra 10% separate in here. If I put in here 10 and 10, you know, in the summary in here, it's a little bit different. So the tax inclusive, so this $700, it's already integrated in the price. I can't really have the sort of 7,700 plus my 10%. So it's all inclusive, or it's kind of nothing, which is not the greatest so far. But let's say that I don't want it to include. I want to just use with no taxes, because maybe if I export this to another platform where I can manage this, I could use that way then. So in here then, because I have the two currencies, so I could pick or in euro or USD. Let's say that for this deal in particular, I'm creating the deal in USD, and we see that the price, it changes straight away right there, because I decided to pick the US currency. Let's imagine that like I don't have US dollars and Australian dollars. And I can see that I have no price for the Australian dollars, because in my products, I don't have the Australian dollars attached to it yet. I could then create prices for Australian dollars, and when I pick in here, whatever the currency that I wanted to, it would be available to me. So USDs, and then we save. Saving this, I could go in my deal, for example, and have a look. Back on my deals page, my Zach campus still due right there, 9,550. So Pipedrive would allocate the products that I have, the total amount. It will be the total amount of your deal right here. Okay, that's another way of creating products or adding products to a deal. Just click next to it, and then here, let's say that now I wanted to also add audit. Okay, maybe my audit red to the client. Because it's already in the US, it calculates the price in US and the total amount and the quantity. I would save, and then Pipedrive would calculate the total right there. Another way that I could then like show the client this, it would be if I would have maybe my Smartdocs integrated with Pipedrive. We're going to do another video about Smartdocs. Is that I could send a document or could create a document straight away from here. So having the document Smartdocs add-on enable, okay, if you are on an advanced plan, or if you are a professional plan or above, you have the Smartdocs already in your account. So documents, could go create a document from my template. I already have my quote in here. I pick that, and then Pipedrive is gonna wanna use this to generate the quote for the client. Pipedrive is gonna generate the quote that I already have as a template in my account, and then the name of my deal, the date, the time, and the information that are already like pre-populate. I already decided what I wanted to use from the deal right here. So I have the table with the quantity, the price, we can see it's in US, and then right there. So in here I decided not to have the tax inclusive, so of course it's going to be 0, and I just have this grand total. I could then manually add in here my GST if I wanted to, and then change the price. I could share with the client, or I could just close and then have the straight here in my deal to use later on. I'm sorry. Again, I could just share this with the client. Okay, share the link, so I will be able to track the client, check my proposal, my quote, and so on. So this is all using the product feature here in Pipedrive. And we can see right there, I could even, let's say, I have this audit blue or the audit red. I could disable from here for the moment. I could add a little note. Sorry, you enable, I put a note, not ready yet for red audit. Okay. This is a little note that I have because maybe the client's interested in this product. I can kind of pre-populate the deal with this, but you can see that the price at the moment is only for those two products. Okay, I can of course delete this, but let's say that the client is interested. I wanted to leave in here just in case my commercial guys would enter here and he already knows which audit I'm talking about. Then I could just activate and the product is already attached to the deal. So it's another way to have there, or let's remove it, and then you could remove it and you could add this product later on in the deal. Okay. I'll just quickly also show how you can manage your currencies. Okay, let's say that you don't want to every time here in your products. Sorry, let's go back in products. Every time that you're gonna maybe add a product, create one, and then you're gonna add the unit price, and you have this massive list. You can pre-set this in Pipedrive. So back again in your company settings, okay, and then you go currencies, and then your currencies, you're gonna find all the currencies that you have. You could deactivate all of them, okay, I would say yes, and then I could then activate only currencies that I have in use. So we can see I have euro, US dollars, and now what I wanted to do is I would go in the deactivated. I could search, let's say that my market's kind of developing in Australia, and then now I wanted to activate my Australian dollars in the account. I would say yes, and then in the activated, I would have the three currencies available for me. So I don't have that big list in there. I only have my three main currencies that I work with. And if I go back in products, now let's say that I add another product, and in here I will only see those three options that I have in there rather than the whole list. That's kind of how you manage also your currencies, and then it will be the same in deals. You'll be able to see only the three currencies that you work with, basically. Okay, let's go in Alex Hunter deal. Let's say we wanted to add a product, and in our list in here, again, rather than having that big list, is only the three currencies that we work with. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. It's just a quick video about products, how you can use products with deals. Keep in mind that every time that you add a product, the deal value is going to be based on your products. Remember to activate deal variations if you wanted to use them, and also the products in the tools and integration section. Okay. Any question or anything, just please let us know. We also very happy to help you guys with any questions or anything. So that's it for today. Bye bye for now.